Welcome everyone to the question and answer session this evening with Khenchen Konchog Gyaltsen, who is on his way. So he'll be here in a few minutes. And I hope everybody's brought their Dharma questions. This is such an excellent opportunity to ask your questions. So don't be shy. Okay? All right, let's just wait a few minutes, meditate until Khenchen Konchog Gyaltsen arrives.
Okay, are you ready? You are. How many questions you have? No? How many you have? No. No. Anybody here? Any questions? Oh, may not. No questions. We'll see. Maybe I should go back. Please stay. Some of them come. Okay. Be seated. Yeah. Yes.
So we're also fortunate to have Khenchen Konchog Gyaltsen agree to answer our questions. So I hope we see a large show of hands here, burning questions. So who would like to start?
Please, I'm telling you, ask very relevant and what you call a smart question, okay? Don't ask just junk question.
I'll try not to ask a junk question.
Yes.
So in a previous question and answer session, there was some pointed questions about the nature of mind. And I was hoping that you might share some words to point directly at the nature of mind.
See, as I mentioned this afternoon, mind is very complex. You cannot see, you cannot touch. So what I can say, nature of mind. Right? Me too. Any man, I was any man. That's how sure. You just relax yourself, and just watch what this looks like. Because your mind is always with you, 24 hours. So you should know better than me. Make sense? Yeah. I should know my mind better than anybody else. Since you have received a lot of Dharma teachings, what makes feel better yourself? What makes you feel uneasy, you know? So look at that. So they reduce that which makes you uneasy, uncomfortable, you know? And then develop that which makes your mind better, peaceful. Okay? That's my advice. Yeah. Then you see, you feel very comfortable with yourself. So I'm happy. No? Anybody else? Yes, go ahead.
On Saturday, there's going to be a glorious occasion, ordination, and people have been asking me, various people that are here on retreat, considering becoming ordained, not this weekend, but in their life. And so I was wondering if you could give advice to people that were thinking about the possibility of becoming an ordained monk or nun, what to prepare for, what to think about, so that they can make the right decision as far as becoming ordained at some point in their life.
First of all, your study, practice Dharma teachings, wisdom of Buddha, not as a culture, no, but the base, as mentioned, based on the practical approach, based on the empirical reality nature. On that basis, and there's a lot of space for the wisdom of Buddha, you know. And having said that, see, when you more, you know, engage in the understanding of the reality nature, the causalities, and always appreciate it. Okay? And whether you want to do or not want to do is individual's choice. You see. But getting ordination or not getting ordination is all in the, it's the not just something kind of the discipline, no, something like or call. This is not, you are not supposed to do this. You are not supposed to do that. You are supposed to do this way. This is something like a dogmatic, okay? There are a lot of tenet systems. So this teaching is what Buddha taught. We should understand. Some people may teach from the dogmatic system, from tenet systems, that way, you know. But here, what Buddha said, and what Lord Jigten Sungkun's communication, what Buddha taught, is all based on the how to avoid all the cause of suffering for yourself. How to follow for the cause for peace and happiness. And that's called ordination. No, there's a upasaka. And there's called the upasaka. There are many different types of upasaka, first of all, you see. First you take refuge. On the basis of the taking refuge, where you take refuge in the Buddha Dhamma Sangha, why you want to take that? Means you want to follow the Buddha. When you follow the Buddha means you study, you practice Dharma. You see, you study, you practice Dharma means you want to avoid all the cause of suffering. You want to, let's say, follow the right path, you see. And then there are steps. Buddha was very skillful. He didn't just say one thing, no, but instead, Lamrim, stages, step by step, follow. First you take refuge. After you take refuge, avoid taking life, stealings. And then step by step, don't engage in sexual misconduct. Then slowly, don't tell lie, and then don't be divisive, and don't use harsh words. That's step by step. And mentally free from the covetousness, free from kind of say harmful thoughts, free from the deluded mind. So you see this way, and then there comes, I was also, Christina told me their son wants to take celibate, but they want to walk. They don't want to wear the cloth, Dharma robe, I mean. So those I suggest should take the Brahmacharya, it's called Brahmacharya Upasika. That means celibate, but Upasika, the 5 precepts, on the basis of the 5 precepts, then celibate, That's the way, And so see, this all steps. Then says novice monks, Gizul. Say novice monks, novice nun. Say on the basis of the 5 precepts, Upasaka. Upasaka, you see, as this afternoon I mentioned briefly, not taking life, especially human being, not taking others' belonging, which is not permitted to you, and not engage in sexual misconduct. And then you see, don't tell a lie, especially called big lie. As a Dharma practitioner, sometimes say, I practice Chandresic. I'm so advanced in the practice of Chandresic. Proving yourself something special. Sometimes I can communicate with Chandresic, even though you haven't. Okay. I'm a big fan of this. I'm a big fan of Dara. So these things, your practice, our practice, all practice is just to free from samsara, not to make big samsara, Okay. So this, then on that base, not intoxicate your mind, drinking alcohols, using drugs, you see, that destroys your life, your health. It's not something. It's something like it's not something like what you call cult discipline. Cult member. It's not a cult member system. This is the how to make a decent human being. How to be a sincere, decent practitioner, real human being, trustworthy, you know. So if you follow this five as mentioned, the five precepts, if you follow that way, this is something, this can be practiced by Christians, can practice Muslims, by Hindus, or also by non-believers who doesn't believe any religion. They can practice this five, you see, and that will make the whole society much better, more peaceful, respect each other, harmonizes, you know. That's all the monks, full ordinations, what you call, Bodhisattvas, Vajrayana practitioners. These the five precepts are the foundation. Okay, all the progress on the base on these five. Okay, now you understand? Okay.
So if you keep the five precepts, can you become enlightened, or is it a matter of time before you have to have ordination?
No, enlightened is, you can achieve enlightenment on the five precepts. While you are keeping the five precepts, look at your mind, all the confusions, negativities of the mind, this all have to take care. Okay? So I have the five precepts, and your mind is in a chaos, doesn't do anything. You see, while you are keeping the five precepts, and your mind is very clear, pure, you see, built bodhicitta on the basis on this relative bodhicitta, absolute bodhicitta, you know, built on this, perfect, these six perfections. Okay? Yes. You're Brian, isn't it?
Tom.
Oh? Tom.
Tom, yes.
Oh, okay. Who's Brian?
He went to visit Sally.
Brian went where?
To the hospital to see Sally.
He's not here.
No.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
So anyway, I wanted to ask you about the six paramitas, if you could say something about the six paramitas and how important that is for householders and for everybody in modern life.
Tomorrow I was thinking, go through that. Especially first bodhicitta is connection to bodhicitta, you know. So tomorrow we'll go step by step on this bodhicitta. I was told whole day, isn't it? There's no interruption. Huh?
Garchen Rinpoche will do the question and answer from 11 a.m. to 12.
Tomorrow. Not day after tomorrow.
And the following day.
Oh, so I don't know how many can finish or not. Yeah. Yeah, anyway, yes, we can go briefly tomorrow on this, okay?
Thank you, Khenchen. Earlier, when you were talking about the five aggregates, and you mentioned the mental consciousness, afflicted consciousness, and Alaya consciousness. Are those part of the aggregates, or how are those?
No, that's not five.
Oh.
Consciousness. 수기 풍부, 소유 풍부, 누지부 numbership, numbership 풍부. It's called this numbership the skanda of consciousness, mental consciousness. So there are 6 of them, consciousness. As mentioned, eyes, the eye consciousness, ear consciousness, the physical 5 consciousnesses, and then mental consciousness, and the 7th is called the afflictive consciousness, nyomube, Nyumbish Kasa Namshi Nyumbi, yes. It's called afflictive consciousness, 7th, and the 8th is the Alaya. But this more to say, for general, those two last two are not count. The 6, the first 6 are in the consciousness.
I have a question.
Yes.
How should a Dharma practitioner, in particular a student of yours, build a foundation for Dharma?
Not especially mine. Everybody should treat as an equal. I can't say I have a special method for you to achieve enlightenment faster. Everybody should follow according to your pace. Okay, how much you can do, how much you are dedicated. It's all individuals. Individuals' capacity.
Che.
Rinpoche, can
Yes.
you speak a little bit about Alaya consciousness? To me, it seems like, I know there's no such thing as negative, but it seems like...
Negative?
Is it a negative thing, or is it something that we strive for?
Alaya is called the Gunshi. It's the basis of all. It's mostly it is discussed or taught in the Chitta Mantra, Madhyamaka as well, Chitta Mantra, and Madhyamaka as well. It's called basis. It's when you come to the samsara, what they say is all the mental karma, so the habits are stored there. It's called stored consciousness, stored consciousness, and all your habit of the karmas are stored there. All your this is the basis of samsara, And then for Madhyamika school, so in the Chitta Mantra as well, it's also basis of your working, how to free from the samsara. Your basis of the mind, on that basis of the mind, then you meditate, you practice Dharma, and then from there you start. Then sometimes there's Kal is also Buddha nature, It's like the big ocean. Then from that big ocean, then all the waves of the ocean start from there.
Good evening, Lama.
Yes.
When one of our 5 arahants contact with the object, then the thought will arise. If the habit
yeah.
in the past
Yes.
the habits in the consciousness.
Yes.
If we have a negative thought about the object,
Negative habit.
Yes,
Yeah.
we have a negative thought.
Yeah.
And then after that, and a person realized this is not right
Yes.
according the Dharma
Yes.
of the Buddha teaching.
Yes.
And then that person dropped that negative thought, and then they start try to understand.
Yes.
And in order for that person to have the positive thought,
Yes. Positive thought. Yeah.
in that case, that person still get a negative karma by the negative thought, or it will balance out. It will clear it out, because negative thought and then follow it is the positive thought.
Yeah.
I would like to know about the karma, about the consequence. So please explain.
That
Thank
is,
you.
yeah, that is first of all, it's so good. You recognize your negative thoughts. You see, not many people can recognize this. We have, as I mentioned, we have the habit of negative thoughts through many lifetimes. These negative thoughts manifest effortlessly, without need much effort. And then we don't recognize something like it is real, is okay. So that person has no opportunity. But those who can recognize this is a negative thought, is manifesting my habit. So now I have a lot of work to do. So you just start from there, and it's a very good thing. Then you continue, purify that negative thoughts.
Lama, I have learned and practiced Vipassana
Yes,
for the mindfulness.
yes,
And with a long period of time, then we keep doing that. We have to look inside, observe the thought, observe the sensation. Then a practitioner can be able to purify the thought,
oh yes, yes,
as you said.
yes.
Thank you. Lama, please teach us how to deal with the anger right when it arises.
I think you know well. Because you went to the retreat for the mindfulness, See, that's the key. The mindfulness is the key to reduce your anger. As you mentioned, because of the mindfulness, you just catch up the moment anger manifests. And that's the time you just notice that, and then be mindful, relax. Don't engage with the anger.
The 3 higher trainings, I just had the thought, why are they called higher trainings instead of just the 3 trainings? So.
Higher training means there's a mundane, samsaric level. Okay, like when you drive, you have to have the 3 training. When you drive, you have to have a discipline to drive your car. Is that right? You have to have the mindful of the meditation or concentration when you drive. You have to have the wisdom where you are approaching. So you need these 3. When you cook, you need these 3 training. When you chop vegetables, you have to chop with the discipline. Otherwise, it may chop your finger, Then you see, when you cook, you are cooking mindful, you see. Then otherwise it will burn or uncooked, Then you need a wisdom, how much salt you need, how much is cooked, not cooked. So you say, these 3 things you need, anything. When you write, you see, it's a mundane 3 training. Then it's called transcendent. Transcendent one, the transcendence of the 3 training is higher. It's called higher because it's beyond samsara. To free from samsara, then you have to have this 3 training. Okay?
Rinpoche, the other day I have a discussion with our friend because the work is very busy, like this generation times.
Life is busy.
Life
yes.
is very, very busy and very hard to find time to practice.
Yes.
And many practitioners is trapped in this difficulty.
Yes.
So the discussion was that maybe we should go to Amitabha land, and because of my friends said, if we recite the mantra and then we will go to the Amitabha land. But I don't think it would be that simple, right? So it must be some other condition come with it so that we can practice and then we can go to Amitabha land. Can I learn a little bit of this one?
Yes, when the way of practicing, say, there are many opportunities and many methods. So say individuals' efforts. Sometimes this happens as a practitioner, yes, I want to practice meditation really. So I have no time to do this. I have to work this. If I have really time, I really want to do these things, meditation. When you don't have time, you have this kind of feeling. But sometimes when you have really good time, then you don't want to go to retreat. You know, I want to go to vacation out there. You know, I have some time, a few months, I want to go this. I have some money and I want to go some other places to visit Buddhist holy places, you know. Yes, I want to see those things. So our mind is, as mentioned, our mind is very difficult to see things. You know? If you really practice, if you really want to practice, while you are working, you can practice Dharma. You see? Like say, suppose like a teacher in the school. Then you say, I'm a teacher, I have to teach this. So you teach with a pure motivation. You just, look at this, all the students, how many you have. That is with that. And then there are many other sentient beings, You develop sincere love and compassion to those. And this is the best opportunity in my practice Dharma. You teach very purely, sincere mind, with altruistic mind, You teach, see. And then you feel, I'm so happy I could teach to these students, these children, so they can get good education. And then their life will become a good person, So you just, on the base on your syllable the syllabus, you teach at the same time. You can teach us a lot of opportunity, say, to teach how to be better human being, how to be kind, in the society for themselves, like that. Then you see, when you finish the class, you rejoice yourself. I was teaching this very with a sincere mind to help them. And I'm so fortunate I could do this. This way you can practice the Dharma so well. So everything is opportunity.
Rinpoche, on that last answer you gave, so are you saying Amitabha's land of Dewachin or Sukhavati would be more of a positive mindset in how you view how you live? Or is it more a place you get reborn in after you leave your body?
Both.
Chiche.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you, Rinpoche.
Yes.
I have a question regarding Dharma and health.
Dharma
and health.
Health.
Yeah.
Yes.
So before I practiced Dharma, my health apparently was very good. However, since I practice more and more Dharma, I go through all kind of health issues and situations, and they come and go.
You cannot go.
The health situations.
Yes.
Not too bad,
Not too bad.
Bad experience sometimes.
But still bad.
So there's still something going on. Sometimes go into retreat and then so many things going on, in the physical body. Mind happy because of the Dharma, but physical body going through lots of things. And then I have to practice lots of meditations on the physical things too. And then I don't know if it is my mind creating all these things or just like a process of ripening something. So I want to ask you if you have some advice, because sometimes we go for longer retreats, a few months, and then we are very happy in our minds, and then body go through a different process. So I want to ask for advice regarding balance, how to take care, not only regarding like basic health, but from a mindfulness perspective.
So you are blaming your meditation because your health is not good because of you are blaming your meditation. Is that right?
I'm not sure.
My health is not good because I meditate. Is that right?
I cannot blame meditation. Meditation is great. I feel happy every day. Mind is happy. So, you should, meditation is meditation to reshape your mind from samsaric chaos state. From that state, you are creating all the garbage there. So to protect from that, you are doing meditation. You are protecting your mind. That's the meditation. So to your health, so you cannot blame to the meditation of that. Your health is the cause that you have created. So manifesting from that cause. So every individual cause, action, has the consequences. Okay. Every individual we cannot ignore, because the causality is the very complex subject. It's not a Buddhist belief, but it's how it functions. Very complex. Even great Bodhisattvas cannot pinpoint. Only Buddha's wisdom can perceive. Okay? So you see, every action has the responsibility. Now, before any, So your meditation helps you to reshape your mind. Bring your mind in the right place. Not to create all the samsaric garbage, So you should be grateful about that. I'm so grateful I met Dharma. Now, instead of my mind is going into such a chaos, I can discipline myself. I just protect myself. I'm much better human being, more peaceful, much happier. Now my health, that is what is happening, is not because of the meditation, but because of my karma, cause that I've created. So that also, I'm so grateful. Now I can take care of it. So you always, good or bad, you always be grateful, joyful. So this way I can take care. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Khenchen Rinpoche. Just that, talking about karma.
Yes.
And I know it's a very complex subject, and
yes.
You might talk about it more. But I know that there are some principles of karma, like karma is definite, and karma expands, and you can't experience a karma that you didn't create, and you must experience a karma you did create unless you purify. Could you speak a little more about those principles of karma to help us be more responsible for the reality that we're seeing, to take, more personal responsibility, because there are principles, karma is...
Yeah, karma of the cause.
Yeah, the hetu.
It's I will tell you one story. When Milarepa, of course, when he was enlightened, and he has great disciples, all those great disciples, they perceived him as the Buddha Vajrasattva. And then he went through great hardship, as you know. And one time, one of disciples asked Milarepa, we see you as a Buddha Vajrasattva. We perceive you as a Buddha Vajrasattva. You must be a rebirth of Buddha or great Bodhisattvas. Otherwise, how ordinary can do as you did? So please tell us what kind of rebirth, reincarnation of the Buddha. So he said, I'm very appreciative you perceive me as a Buddha. But from the point of view of the karma, this is the wrong view. You don't realize how much Dharma has the power. As I saw the karma, before I started anything, I just realized the inexorable nature of the karma. Inexorable? What's that mean? Infallible, inexorable karmic causation. As I saw, anybody can achieve Buddhahood in one lifetime. But you don't see that inexorable source, on the basis that I saw the inexorable causation or causality, and on the basis on that, I practice the Dharma. And Dharma has that great power, effect, to purify everything. There's no any karma exists that which cannot be purified. Make sense? It answers your question? Somewhat? Yeah. So that's the power of the Dharma. What we need such a strong motivation. See the samsara. Samsara is nothing but state of the suffering. It looks impressive, joyful, but at the end, it just bring you down in the hell realm. See that. See, it's called the samsaric, the outer appearance of the joyfulness, looking so wonderful, impressive. It's just such a demanding, it's such a demanding that that's wonderful, I want to do this, I want to follow that, But at the end, you're just nothing but in the samsara. Now this also, don't see that, Buddhists are so negative, Okay. Buddhists are so, they always say bad things about the samsara. So I enjoy samsara, That's some who enjoys, that's okay, you know, what we can say. But as a sincere Dharma practitioners who really want to free from samsara, no, who want to really practice Dharma very productively, then we have to have that kind of understanding. It's your alternative choice. So look at the, as mentioned, Milarepa, no, who attained Buddhahood in a single lifetime. That everybody agrees in Tibet. There are schools, you know. We have a lot of schools in Tibet. But everybody agrees Milarepa achieved Buddhahood in a single lifetime. Otherwise, all the scholars, they abuse each other, you know. They criticize each other so much, but they never criticize Milarepa, you know.
So I think this is a follow-up on that.
Okay.
So maybe you can give us a few key points on how to avoid a samsaric rebirth. How about that?
Samsaric rebirth.
Avoid it.
Avoid samsara.
Yeah, like.
Which means no
lotus
rebirth,
birth,
no reborn.
No rebirth. That's my point. That's my point.
What did you say?
Yeah. Can you provide a couple of key practices or concepts to a practitioner who would like to avoid a samsaric rebirth? You know, when the time.
To avoid samsaric rebirth, praying is not enough. May I free from samsara? May I free from? I don't want to reborn. Please, 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 please. I want to know. That's not enough. Or chanting mantra, I don't want to reborn in samsara, doesn't help. Okay. Okay. What you can do is as much these three training. Okay, you have to maintain, sustain the 3 points. This is flashlight. Okay. And then Nagarjuna said, let on nyomo seve tar. When you're exhausted, the mental afflictions and karma, then you are free. You are liberated. So if you ask how to exhaust these mental afflictions and the karma through these 3 training. Okay, that's my tip. This one, this way. Yes.
Just thinking about prayers and mantras, that got me thinking about devotion and how that feeling of devotion is so important.
Yes.
Can you speak a bit about that? Like, what does devotion look like and feel like, and how to cultivate it in a wise way, not just blind faith? Does that make sense?
Blind faith?
No, I don't know. No blind faith. Yes. What is true devotion?
Yes, true devotion. Yes, devotion is very important. Devotion will inspire you. When you have a devotion to Buddha, suppose, then it will inspire you to become Buddha.
Rinpoche, may I follow your teaching of the one before these questions about how to go to Amitabha land by exhaust our karma, right? So we have to practice how to exhaust our karmic.
Exhaust karma.
Karma, yes. Yeah. So that is a very big lesson. But since you have taught us about the emptiness of our mind,
yes.
So if we are able to practice to experience emptiness of our mind, then the karma will be exhausted. Then it's possible that then we can go to Amitabha land.
Then you don't have to go to Amitabha land.
Then where am I?
Then you can anywhere.
No need airplane ticket.
No need. You no need to buy air ticket.
Wow, thank you. That's really cool.
Yes.
It is.
Because Pure Land is within you. Amitabha Pure Land is within you. You know.
Rinpoche, I had a question on merit. So obviously when we do the practices, that's good merit. What about when we share loving kindness with the difficult ones? Like, would that be relative bodhicitta, so that's equal merit?
What?
Okay, so when we do practices, that's merit.
Yes, practice. When you practice is merit, yes.
Then when I go to work
and
I'm kind to the difficult ones, that's merit.
Be kind.
Yes, to the difficult ones.
Yes, when you go to the work, you practice kindness.
So is that equal merit, Rinpoche?
Oh, maybe it depends. Equal or not equal depends how degree, how much the degree of your kindness is there.
Oh, thank you.
See, yeah.
Okay, practice. Practice. Thank you, Rinpoche.
Yes.
Thank you, Rinpoche. I have a question about the 6 realms.
Yes.
They're not a place. People have tried to explain them as if it's some alternate reality like science fiction, where it's a universe that's parallel to this.
Yes.
But can we see beings who are in these realms in our current existence?
Yes, it's as mentioned, Pure Land, as I mentioned, he asked question, their existence or not existence. I said both. You see, when you have karma, negative karma, to born like in the hell realm, then you're born. You're born to that kind of state where there's suffering. Even in this human life, so they look at there some people around there, some who has human life, a human body, but they're like in the hell realm. You see, so the human body. When you see this, have you seen this the wheel of samsara? In the hell realm, hungry ghost is all human body. You see. There's no special, you see the animal realms, they have a different shape, Animals and human beings are different shape. But in the God realm, in the hell realm, and the hungry ghosts, and human beings, we all have human life, and a human body, You see, there's no special body of hell realm. Something twisted head, and nothing, Only you see, there's a fire, and there's eyes, that much you see. Otherwise, the body is a human body, You see. So in the human realm, there's some people are really, literally, they are in the hell realm. Suffering so much. When you communicate with them, their suffering is just inexpressible, you know. And some human beings are very joyfully, so good, relaxed, oh, I'm so good, I'm so happy, you know. You see, in the human realm, you have all the 6 realms.
So the 6 realms are not something that Buddhas can see that we cannot.
No, you can see.
Okay.
There's a picture, you can see the animal. In the animal realm also, there are some animals are so horrible, you know, tortured, like hell realm, you know. They are so persecuted, suffering so much. You can see in the chicken farm, poultry farm. You look at how they are treated. Oh, it's kind of unimaginable. The people who are working through those, they have no any mind. So these are the ones that they're suffering. You know, they're just tortured. You know, you see.
Lama, according to the Dharma book,
okay.
Dharma book of Theravada.
Dharma book.
Yeah, Dharma text.
Yeah, Dharma text.
Dharma text of the Theravada.
Theravada, yes.
Our earth only have 4 Buddha, and each Buddha have 10 character.
Okay.
But on Vajrayana, we can, human can achieve one life to become Buddha. And that Buddha have all the 10 character like Sakyamuni Buddha.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want to know.
Oh yes, Buddha has Theravada. The Theravada system, how they explain and perceive the Buddha, you know, as you mentioned, there are 10 characters, you know, and we also appreciate that, accept that. You know? So that's wonderful. But then Buddha has more characters, more qualities. Buddha has infinite qualities. You understand? Buddha is like the space. You know, space, you know? The space has a limit. Can you tell me the space has a limit or no?
No.
No limit.
Space, no limit.
So Buddha is like space.
But the other Buddha and Sakyamuni Buddha, as the text mentioned about the Maitreya Buddha in the future,
yes,
they will give a lot of teaching, like a Sakyamuni Buddha.
Yes.
But like Milarepa.
Yes.
I've never heard about he go around the earth to give the teaching as the other Buddha. So I got confused.
You no need to confused. These 4 other Buddhas mentioned in Theravada system, it is called historical Buddha. Within each Buddha's realm, there can have many Buddhas. Those who follows Buddha, who Buddha taught the Dharma teachings, and they study and they practice Dharma accordingly how Buddha taught, and they also can become Buddha.
Yes, but like Milarepa.
Yes, like Milarepa.
But Milarepa never go around like a Sakramuni Buddha, give the teaching, and he is the teacher of the what you call realm of 33, 27 realm.
Yeah,
He's the teacher of the earth and also in the higher realm.
Yes, Buddha.
But Milarepa,
yeah.
I've never had a chance to read the book about him that go
to the Pure Land. Milarepa's Pure Land is called Akanisha.
Akanisha.
Yeah. Okay. But where Milarepa is, when he was, when he was alive, that whole area is Milarepa's Pure Land. Demo Thompson. 하지 마소해. 가만 이시도에다 다다래.
I would like to ask one question about emptiness. The realization of emptiness is a direct experience. It is
directly
direct experience.
Yes.
It is beyond concept. It is beyond language. But I'm still would like to ask you to somehow describe to us what kind of flavor this is when you reach such a direct experience of emptiness. Or I don't even need to ask such a question if one day I reach the realization of emptiness and then I would just know it. But I would like to hear how you say about this. Thank you.
This I mentioned, the three trainings. When you practice the three training, then through that, the experience of emptiness will be very direct. Because first, the morality, as mentioned, makes your mind very gentle, peaceful. When that is achieved, then you see your samadhi, you can establish the samadhi, meditative concentration. And that allows to build the strength of your mind. Your mind is not scattered. When the mind is not scattered, then you have the power of the mind yourself. See, very peaceful, and clear. See, when the mind is very clear, peaceful, then has a space to realize special insight. So the special insight means what you see, what kind of special you see. It's emptiness. That's the wisdom. So these three synchronizes They synchronize, working each other, supporting each other, but in one point. There's no separate, they are not separated. They're all together. That's how you can experience the emptiness.
Sometimes we just have one glimpse.
No, it's just flesh and yes, they're flesh and then fleshed. Yes. First you realize fleshed, and then second flesh gone. You see, so to sustain that, these three trainings are indispensable. So you have to maintain that. That's what our lady says, mindfulness. Yes.
Rinpoche.
Yes.
Could you please give us a couple of key points for... Could you please give us some key points for the practice of Mahamudra, please?
The three trainings. Okay. You all got Mahamudra instructions, everybody got Mahamudra instructions. But you have difficulties how to maintain that. So what I'm saying is how to maintain that, how to experience that, the three training is the key. Okay? Okay, wonderful. You have one question? Yeah, go ahead.
Rinpoche,
yes.
Thank you so much for helping us explain today in Dharma talk.
Yes.
I really appreciate it. You mentioned about the three trainings that we have to go through. Are they in sequence? How long does it take for one? And where do you offer them?
No, again, it depends on individuals. Some they get very easily. Some it takes time. So it is all individuals, what you call ability, how you can comprehend, how you can capture. Some people take very easily. There's when Milarewa was doing in the retreat in the mountain, and there are some people from that area. They look after the animals, domestic animals. Then they take on the mountain and they release the grass. They eat the grass, the animals. And one boy, maybe in the teens, maybe 13, 14, 15 years old. So then he saw Milarepa in a cave. He was wondering, who's this? What he's doing here? So he visited few times. Then he himself was very interested what Milarepa was doing. And he said, I want to follow you, I'm really impressed what you're doing here. So it was in the afternoon. Then Milarepa gave him one instruction, meditation. And he went to another cave and he was meditating there. He just got the meditation. He was meditating from that. whole 24 hours. Before that, his family, his father, they kind of noticed him, he was interested going to Milarepa and all this. But that time it was not Milarepa, there's one meditator in the cave, he was visiting there, So then, that as with the child, he released all the animals outside, and he went to the cave, just meditated there, and he got the meditation. He was meditating there. And then that night, the family, the father, said, "Where's my child? Where's all the animals, But then it's night, so he couldn't do anything. In the morning, he got up, and he went there, and then he went to see Milarepa, Have you seen my child? I heard he was visiting you, Milarepa said, "I don't know." I said, then he asked more. He went from here to somewhere there, just you look around there. So then father went there, and then he saw his child meditating in the cave. It's in the morning, And then he said, his father just shook him, "What are you doing here?" He said, "Yeah, I was just sitting here, Then he said, "It's not just now. You look at his, you went yesterday in the afternoon, now it is the morning here." He said, "Oh, it's morning now." So you see, such kind of person can get meditation very fast. For us, it takes years. Yeah. Resume. Okay? Dharma is precious. Always rely on the Dharma. Dharma is wisdom. Okay? Dharma is the courage. Dharma is the peace. You always appreciate Dharma. Rely on the Dharma, the Buddha's wisdom. You can imagine from that over 2,600 years, how many people got the benefit of Buddha's teaching. All over Asia, from India to East, Myanmar, Burma, Thailand, Cambodia, Laos, to all the way Indonesia. Indonesia was big Buddhist country, all over there, even to Malaysia, those in the West, Pakistan, Afghanistan, even to Iran. You can imagine. And then to the East, Tibet, China, Mongolia. See, Buddha's those teachings went effortlessly. Like if you read Marva's life story, how much Marva went to India 3 times, enduring all the hardships, bringing this such great Buddhist teaching to Tibet and produce like Milarepa, So you see how much people got benefit. You see, like our lineage founder, Jigten Sungkun, he gathered 100,000 disciples. Disciples everywhere, from the east to the west. So you see, you need to just understand the Dharma teaching with Buddha's wisdom. then appreciate, rejoice. As mentioned, Buddha is like space, no limit. Dhammakaya has no limit. Our mind is what happened. Our mind is trapped in the cocoon, you know. You know cocoon? What's that? Confined in a small box. We have to break that box, cocoon, and then look at the nature of the space. So tomorrow we'll discuss all this, how to expand that. Okay, so please enjoy Dharma. What's that? Yeah, what's that?
Because someone talked about karma, and you say we could purify all kinds of karma.
Yeah, yes.
I remember many years ago, also there's someone asked about this question to Noble Rinpoche.
Yes.
And Noble Rinpoche, he did not answer this question directly. He say, when you leave the samsara, then all the karmas are purified.
You leave the samsara?
Yeah, Noble Rinpoche said this. Noble Rinpoche say, when leaving the samsara,
yes,
then all the karma will be purified.
Without purifying karma, how you can leave the samsara?
Yeah, but I'm just repeating what the Noble Rinpoche said.
Yes.
He gave only one very short sentence.
Yeah.
So I'm asking, do we have the hope that this lifetime can purify all the karma lifetimes accumulated before? Because if we could not sustain the emptiness status, our mind is creating karmas.
Yes.
Every tiny second.
That's the problem.
So that's a problem. So
yes,
how can we purify our karma in this lifetime?
So that first you don't create karma. Yeah.
But without the you are too cute.
We can discuss more tomorrow. Have a good dream, good sleep, relax, enjoy Dharma, okay? Just feel fortunate. I'm so fortunate I met here and getting these all opportunities, I'm so fortunate. Oh, wonderful. Okay? Oh, Chanjo, Semjo, Rinpoche, Maje, Panam, Kejuru, Jeba, Nyamba, Mebra, Kone, Kondo, Pewara, Sho. Andikso.